So this is going to be cool. Everybody knows Doc. I've had him on my show for, 3 years. We're going into 4 years. I know it's 4 years now. Yep. And he is the owner of Hypnotic One. I just was in your office. I want to talk a little bit about it. Okay. It was so cool the way that you you do these personalized programs that you do for everyone, and I saw them personally, and I just thought they were awesome, and I love being in your office. I love what you do for people. Talk a little bit about yourself and what we're going to do today.
Well, I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I've been doing this for about 30 years. Before that, I've run many different companies, so I'm very business-oriented. I run my business very personally because everybody that comes in, I custom make the program for them. Because everybody's a little bit different. If I've got 100 smokers, I might have 100 different programs for them people.
Yeah, and I have to tell you, it's just a phenomenal what you do for people. You've helped a lot of people that have been listening throughout the years. One of the things that we do talk a little bit about is that people procrastinate. They hear you. You'll say that you'll get a call. Oh, I've heard you for the last whatever times, and then I guess I decided to call, and why didn't I call early? Go ahead.
And then they come in, and they sign up, and all of a sudden they're successful in the first couple of weeks, and they go, wow, why didn't I come in here earlier? And I said, that is a good question. Why didn't? Because most people just are afraid to step out of their comfort zone, especially when they get a little bit older, and they're afraid of failure, and some are actually afraid of success. But we just make it so simple and so easy. I'm just kind of like a map builder, taking you from where you're at to where you need to go, and I show you, I'm your coach and your trainer, I show you how to overcome your obstacles as we go along.
It's the most wonderful thing that somebody can do for yourself. Let me give you some information. He has a 98% success rate. He's been doing this for over 30 years. He's going to give you a free 30 to 60-minute consultation, and it comes along with one of those cool CDs that you take with you, and he won't let you fail. It's a lifetime guarantee. He is on the air right now, so what we want you to do is call him direct. His phone number is 602-547-0446. The website is hypnotic1.com.
And I've got a new website up, and it's Hypnotic One, ONE. So
should we do which one you want to do today?
Go to both of them and give me some feedback. Which one you like the best?
Okay, so you can go to either one, Hypnotic the number one or ONE.
Right.
No, I want to talk about something today before we go into some of the different things that you have, because we're coming around the holidays. Yep. Right? And a lot of people are going to be depressed. Yep. Okay, well, if it's okay with you, and grief. I want to talk about that because I just lost my brother a couple days ago. And I want to talk about that because, you can help them with that.
Well, yes, and and as you know, I lost my mom a couple months ago.
Right.
And you do go through the grief, and you go through anger, and you go through, denial, and there's the 5 stages of it. But the thing is sometimes you need somebody outside of the family to help you over. And once you learn these techniques that I teach you, you can put it in any area of your life, because I teach everyone that comes in self-hypnosis.
Now, you want to call him direct and leave a message on his machine, on his voicemail, I should say. Right. I've outdated myself. It's 602-547-0446, and you can go to either one of his websites, which is hypnotic1.com or hypnotic1.com.
And like you say, the holidays are coming up, and for little kids, it's usually a great time, but a lot of times for parents and older people, it's not such a great time. There's so much stress on us, buying the right gift, or if we don't have any money, it's a tough time. And when you get families together, they don't always get along together, and it is very stressful at different times. And that stress, if you don't burn it up and get it out of there, it turns into depression. And we want to get rid of that depression and the stress before it actually gets in that deep.
There's so many things that you can help people with that you have. Even doctors have called you from the Mayo Clinic that have said, Doc, I can't help my patient anymore. I've gone to the furthest extent. And they'll call you.
And they call me and heart surgeons and everybody else. Once they have talked to some of my clients or come in and talk to me, they go, wow, they didn't really ever think of that. So that gives them another tool, another avenue to help their patient to become successful, whatever it is.
Now, let's talk a little bit about the weight loss part of it, because let's say this, we all want to look good for the holidays. A lot of you say, oh, I'll wait till after the holidays because I want to eat all I want. Yeah, and you help people with that, right?
Well, that's it.
And okay, so don't wait. Let's start looking good before.
But the weight loss, and you're right, they always want to see what it is now, and then they'll start after the first year. And I talk these people out of it, because most of these people are going to put on anywhere from 5 to 10, maybe 15 pounds in that time period. And what I do is get them started now, and they take off 20 to 30 pounds by January. So you know what? It really, it's a changing their thinking. And when you can take weight off or take the body fat off during the holiday season, the rest of the year is kind of simple.
Now, what about drugs? We want to talk a little bit about drugs, because there's a lot of people that take drugs. You've got kids that are on drugs. So let's talk about that, because the holidays, especially if you're dealing with grief, you might want to self-medicate yourself. You don't want to do that. This is a great way if you do that. If you know someone who's doing it, let's talk about what you can do.
People do drugs to get rid of pain. And no matter if it's psychological pain or physical pain, and sometimes the physical pain actually isn't there anymore, but the psychological pain is, so they do the drugs. But the biggest drugs that we do worldwide is coffee, and people drink too much of the coffee. I used to be a pot to 2 pot a day drinker, and all of a sudden one time I said, that's it, on January 31st, a few years back, I said, that's it, no more processed foods. I took off 25 pounds in 28 days, and it's just got rid of coffee, got rid of it. And people say, well, coffee's not fattening. No, but it throws your metabolic rate out of balance, and we need to get that back in balance. We need to start fat burning instead of carb burning. And the other biggest drug that we have is sugar. And the funny thing, and it's not even funny, it's sad, on how many grandparents and parents feed their kids sugar. And they just feed them too much. So we need to start cutting that back too, because that is one of the reasons that they're obese.
Right. Now, in terms of what you do, though, for people who are like doing other types of drugs, okay, I want to talk a little bit about that, because we do have a lot of parents that are listening to this show right now and have children that are on them, or know someone. We all know somebody who's dealing with an issue. Go ahead.
People have to be motivated in some way, and usually we are the ones that motivate them. We show them how easy it can be to get up, because nobody wants to be hooked on a drug. Nobody wants to lose control of their life, and that's what a drug does. It has you losing control of your life. We get you off of the drugs, and most of the drugs that I work with, whether it's heroin, coke, meth, doesn't matter what, even alcohol, doesn't really matter. Most of the people don't even have a withdrawal symptom, because we don't take the drug away from them. All of a sudden they start looking at it totally different. They don't want it anymore.
Well, if you want to walk on water, you're going to have to get out of the boat. And we've been saying this for a long time. We know a lot of people that listen, that call in and say that they haven't called, they've been thinking about it. Stop. Give him a call. He's on the air. He wants you to leave a message. That's all you have to do. The number is 602-547-0446. He's going to give you a free 30 to 60-minute consultation that comes along with a CD. This is a customized program to fit your need or anyone you know. You won't let people fail, and you do a lifetime guarantee.
That's right. If ever you come in and do any one of my programs and something starts coming back to you, because it does every once in a while, whether it be stress or whether it be depression or whether it be smoking or whatever it may be, then you just either put the CD back in or you give me a call and say, hey, Doc, how much is a tune-up? It's free. Come on in and see me.
Now, his phone number again is 602-547-0446. The website, he's got 2 of them, and he wants you to tell him what you think about them. One is hypnotic1.com, and then the other one is just Hypnotic One, which is ONE.com. Go up on there, check him out, and see all the things that he does. I would say that if I saw, I don't know, it's got to be more than 1,000 different CDs that you had up on the wall.
And they all started with 2 of them, weight loss and stop smoking. And everybody, when they come in, if they need something else, I build them a custom program. And it usually takes me about 8.5 hours to make a 30-minute CD, and I don't charge them for that.
No, and the other thing is they're going to take it home with them, and they're going to be able to do this for themselves, and they're going to learn to be able to, just out of that one, to sleep. better.
Yeah, sleep is a big thing that people have really a tough time right now, and we get them over that pretty easy.
Again, give him a call. He's on the air right now. Leave a message. Let's change our lives now. Let's not wait. Stop procrastinating. And if you know someone that needs him, give him a call, 602-547-0446. It's Hypnotic, the number one.com, or go on the new one, hypnotic1one.com.